Hi, my name's Nick Holme. I'm an ex-Zimbabwean commercial farmer, and 2.5 years ago I co-founded a company called Access Africa with the aim of promoting investment into sub-Saharan Africa. My role within Access Africa is to promote agricultural investment throughout West, East and Southern Africa. For the last 2 years, I've been talking to a large variety of people, government ministers, presidents, prime ministers, businessmen, funds, interested individuals, NGOs, bankers, as to what is needed in terms of making projects investable from an investor's point of view, and also what is needed from a government's point of view, because it's a complicated situation in that one has to cater for a large number of people's needs. There is a huge disconnect between the amount of money that is available for investment into agricultural projects throughout Africa and the number of actual projects available. And there simply aren't enough investable projects out there that meet the criteria for investors and also for host governments. So what I've done is I've formulated this model that I believe will be of immense benefit to all the participants, all the players in agriculture in Africa. That the host governments in whatever country it is, be it Ghana, Zambia, Mozambique, Tanzania, Uganda, whichever country it is, needs to guarantee food security. What investors want to be able to do is maximize the return on their investment. The model that we have come up with is one whereby the national food security interest is catered for, where an investor is able to export produce if that investor so wishes, and at the same time caters for the needs of the subsistence farmer in Africa. With this farming model is create a large-scale farming operation which effectively says, here is a nucleus, a hub, a farm hub so to speak, which grows anything in the region of 10, 20, 30,000 hectares of crops. At the same time, what we will do is invite subsistence farmers to become outgrower farmers to the commercial farming model. They will be provided with, if they so wish, fertilizers and other input, seeds and the various chemicals that are needed. Their ability to finance this will come from microfinance organizations and other banks and other institutions interested in financing small-scale farmers. They will be able to take advantage of the economies of scale that are involved in agriculture on this size, in terms of cheaper fertilizers, cheaper seeds. They will be able to take advantage of the fact that the seeds provided will be top quality seeds, as opposed to seeds that have been retained from previous year's crops, which lose their quality. They will be provided with technical expertise so that they can be brought up to date with all the latest technical knowledge and know-how to help them increase their yields. And the theory is that their small-scale farmers, the subsistence farmers' yields will be increased from an average of, say, 3/4 of a ton a hectare of maize to, let's say, 3 to 4 tons of maize per hectare. That maize will then be either retained by the farmer or sold back to the central organisation, who will pay them a fair market price for. What we are also looking to do is integrate seed provision and fertilizer provision with the actual business of farming and agriculture, along with processing and value addition to the product. Now that product could be maize, it could be soy, it could be wheat, it could be fish, it could be poultry, it could be anything. The model is a large-scale model with outgrowers attached to it, and depending on which part of Africa one is in, that model can then be adapted to West African conditions, East African conditions, or Southern African conditions. We have chosen a country, and that country is Mozambique, as one that we feel is a great investment destination, one with a lot of very good arable land and the water resources necessary to create this model. And we will be looking to replicate this in 2 or 3 different areas of Mozambique and actually prove this concept so that we can show to the outside world that actually this is what is needed. What we're doing is we are creating ready-made projects for the investors, because the investors' biggest gripe is that there just are simply not enough projects available in Africa for them to invest in. Now, Africa's come a long way in terms of democracy, and it's moving very fast, and it's becoming a very big investment destination. As a Zimbabwean, as an African myself, I firmly believe that it is where the future is going to be in terms of investment, especially from an agricultural point of view. The World Bank, through its a sister organisation called MIGA, the Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, is available and willing to insure against political risk. So that immediately makes the whole investment proposal a lot easier. We're bringing together a number of different players. We're bringing together governments, we're bringing together the private sector, we're bringing together small-scale farmers, we're trying to bring together banks, debt finance, microfinance. We're trying to bring together infrastructure development at the same time to create a package that is acceptable to a wide range of investors, but also to the local population, who play an extremely important part in this. Whereby they feel that they are a part of it, where they feel that they are participating in something that's of benefit to them. And what we would like to do is be able to educate the funds, the local investors, and the local population as to what we really are trying to do, which is a holistic approach. We're not in there for the quick buck. We're not in there to turn around and say, right, we've got to make a big investment, we want to get our money back as fast as we possibly can and then push off again. That's not what it's about. What we're trying to do is create a long-term, sustainable farming operation that plays its part in feeding the world and in contributing to food security, global food security, as well as national food security. But at the same time creating a climate that is conducive to investment so that private money, private investment can come into Africa. And so to conclude, Access Africa has been established to promote agricultural investment throughout sub-Saharan Africa. It is a long journey, but what we're trying to do is promote sustainable long-term agricultural projects throughout sub-Saharan Africa, and if you would like to get involved, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you.